Welcome to Full Sail Live. Coming up on Full Sail Live, a backup quarterback enters the NFL draft in 2000 with high expectations and to prove that he is the next great franchise quarterback. Then, with any type of record in the NBA, it is meant to be broken. Wilt Chamberlain made history on March the 2nd. Figure out what record he holds now. After we dive into a story that is taking the college sports world by storm and costing a lot of people when they don't cover the spread. Stay tuned for more on Full Sail Live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Full Sail Live. I am your host, ZacharyR Barnett. What does an NFL scout need to see from a quarterback at the combine to draft them? Passing an eye test? Or is it much deeper in terms of being a leader? Having the mindset of an underdog, Tom Brady knew he needed to shine under the circumstances to reach his goal of playing quarterback at the next level. For Brady, the NFL Combine had a lot of positives for him, but the main takeaway was the lack of mobility for the young quarterback out of Michigan. Considering this trade a necessity for quarterbacks at the pro level, this is where Brady needs to improve. Arguably, Brady has a lot to prove coming out of Michigan, and with more playing time, this kid can turn out to be very good because of the trait of being a leader. On draft night, the former Montreal Expo catcher got drafted in the 6th round of the NFL draft. At pick 199, the New England Patriots drafted the young quarterback out of Michigan, and they seen something very valuable in him that the other 31 NFL teams didn't. To this day, Brady has a chip on his shoulder to prove himself because how people overlook how much effort is needed to set a record in the NBA. Do you need to eat differently on game night? For Wilt Chamberlain, his 3rd season in the NBA will be remembered for years to come, and the people that attended the game against the New York Knicks can testify that. On March the 2nd, 1962, when the young kid named Chamberlain led the Philadelphia Warriors team to victory on March the 2nd, 1962 against the Knicks, was one of a kind. But for Chamberlain, this night was special, and everyone that watched it had the same thought, because he set a new league record for points in a game. The Knicks had trouble all night with this third-year player, and he dropped a staggering amount of points with 100. Did anyone see the Los Angeles Lakers making a big splash in free agency this offseason? Well, the longtime fans of the Lakers will be happy going forward because the team signed arguably the 2nd greatest player to ever play in the NBA in LeBron James. The team signed James to a 4-year, $154 million deal and making him the centerpiece of the franchise going forward. For the individuals that like waging to win a considerable amount of money, today the court system legalized NCAA gambling, which means that college sports will be fair game when it comes to betting. So, go search the odds and make your bets. Did anyone see this coming? Well, for the San Francisco Giants, it was a haymaker from the start to reach a 4-2 win over the LA Dodgers. But for the Giants, a couple players stood out. Figure out who next. Making this a much-needed win for the LA Dodgers is an understatement, but the San Francisco Giants had the last words. For the Giants, Evan Longoria was the biggest factor in the game, and this means a 3-run home run to start the game in the 1st inning. Talk about start the game off with a bang. After the 1st inning, the Dodgers struggled to recover any type of momentum, which made it hard. It really seemed the Giants threw a haymaker from the start, and that was the story of the game. Did people forget about Tiger Woods? Today, Woods returned even better than before, with great control, especially when placing the ball on the green. It was great to see Woods back in action, and hopefully going forward, he makes another great run at a U.S. Open victory. Thank you for joining me on Full Sail Live. Thanks again, and God bless.